Hello everyone, my name is Paul, Flight Ops Team Lead for the Pilot Club, and welcome to TPC Hangar, where we discuss upcoming flights as well as go over any specific information related to the club. In this episode, we'll be reviewing flights May 2nd to May 8th. We also have a few special guests coming on, and wanted to give a special shout out to Corporate Pilot Dad. Hope everybody goes and checks out his YouTube page. I'll leave a link in the description below. Before we talk about the flights for the week, our chief meteorologist and flight ops coordinator Evan has come on to talk about the new GA series of Explorer missions. Take it away, Evan.
All right, everyone, welcome to the Explorer Flights May 2022 edition. We're going to be doing some island hopping here with the General Aviation Island Airport theme for the month after doing some more airliner-friendly airports last month, trying to get a little bit more scenic this time around. So, as always, when doing the Explorer flights, make sure you tell everyone about how much fun you had by posting in the Flight Sim Media channel some pictures. Leave a comment also down below in the blog post about the airport you flew into and a little detail or two about your flight, and get yourself some TPC points. Make sure, if you don't already, also have the Explorer server role so that you can get access to the Discord channel for the other explorers and discuss the fun locations we have up. Speaking of which, here's the first one. 3 Tango 7 is Middle Bass Island in Lake Erie, technically in the state of Ohio. Nice freeware for Flight Sim 2020 here linked on the blog post. You can see a short runway. It's a little bit of a challenge there right off the water. Pretty neat location, and part of a chain of islands that all have some great freeware airports if you're on a 2020. So feel free to continue and do some additional island hopping around the area. Next airport up, maybe a little more familiar, is Block Island, part of Rhode Island, with some freeware as well linked here. It's a little bit longer runway, still pretty short though, especially considering it does have airline service, though that's a smaller plane. That's, I believe, a BN2 Islander, which would make a great payware flight to take out here instead of something more standard. Feel free to hop in something like that for a more realistic experience. You can see Block Island there if you weren't aware, east of Montauk and west of Martha's Vineyard. Then we're going to move on to Mackinac Island. That's out in Michigan, and you can see a little runway, decently long actually for the location, but there is no fuel, so make sure you bring enough for the return trip. Freeware for that as well. And you can see the location there at the very northern tip of Michigan, south of the UP, though. And then Orcas Island, a little bit more familiar to some. There's both freeware and payware for this location, kind of up there in the very northern section of the United States in Washington. Nice area with lots of other islands you can hop around to as well. You can see there the location of Orcas there, surrounded by, I know there's a nice airport built into Microsoft 2020 with the handcrafted that come with the game for Friday Harbor. Makes a nice short hop with some nice scenery. And last and not least, we have Cedar Key. It's Kilo Charlie Delta Kilo down in Florida, and it's a 2,355-foot runway, kind of bordered on either side by the water, and not in the actual Keys. It's kind of located up on the west side of the state, north of Tampa, but south of the Panhandles. So, neat little location, beautiful little airport, and again, some freeware scenery for those of you flying Flight Simulator 2020. And so, yeah, make sure you spend some time. Run to the bottom here, add some comments about your flights, and hope everyone enjoys the pics that we have for the Explorer missions for May of 2022.
Thanks for that, Evan. Alright, so once you make your way over to thepilotclub.org, click on Dispatch. This will always get you to the newest flights that we have upcoming for the week. A reoccurring flight that we have is Fly With Me Mondays, where we encourage members to hop into the event voice chat, simply hang out and have a great time. Create a flight with another member, or even partake in one of those Explorer missions that Evan was just talking about. Starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, Miguel, also our flight ops coordinator, takes us around the world in these exciting bush trips. All are welcome. This week's GA Tuesday event will be hosted by yours truly. We are flying into Chattanooga. Any specific information, of course, will be at the bottom of the page, and to give you a little idea of the field, it is a Class Charlie, and with it being the size that it is, do welcome anybody that wants to fly any turboprops for this event as well. Up next is our weekly TPC Sky Blue Radio Fly-In Thursday events hosted by Surge. For this one, we'll be traveling to Monterey, and the great team over at Oakland RTech are hosting us for this event. Once you go to the website, don't forget to click the player to listen to the newest music from Sky Blue Radio, as well as go to skyblueradio.com to check them out. To give you a little idea of the field, it is a Class Charlie, located right in Monterey Bay, and it is large enough with a 7,100-foot runway for the larger traffic, and a smaller runway running parallel at 3,500 feet for the GA. Now, if the traffic does become heavy at this location, feel more than free to land at one of the numerous airports in the surrounding area. All are welcome. It's time to stop for TPC's Quick Tip of the Week. Cody, take this one away.
Thanks, Polly. This week's tip, guys, is wait before you talk. Basically meaning that if you're on tower, ground, or approach, and when they switch you over to the next guy, don't immediately click in and start talking, because you could be stepping on someone. It's always best practice as to when they switch you over is to just monitor that frequency for a few seconds. Make sure there's not somebody about to relay back instructions or what have you. It just keeps us from making everything a mess and the ATC not able to understand us. So, wait before you talk. That's your tip for the week. Thanks, guys.
This week's FNO event, hosted by Ethan, has a bit of a Derby Day style flair to it. He'll be taking the team down from Boston to Pittsburgh. Routing is made available on the website, and to give you a little idea on the route, it is a 445 nautical mile flight, so I hope everybody has enough time to place their bets on the best horses. Every first Saturday of the month is our World Tour events hosted by Lucas. For this one, he'll be taking the team from Kabul to Mumbai. If you scroll down on the website, routing is made available. And if you go further down, for anybody that has missed any of these flights, Lucas has done a great job at compiling all the information together in spreadsheets, Google Docs, and everything else in between. Also, there's a cool interactive map that gives you all the legs, the hours, and the nautical miles to fly, and it's all plotted out on Google Earth as well. Be sure to check it out, and great job, Lucas. And last but not least is our Sunday Funday events hosted by Andrew. For this one, he'll be taking the team from San Jose, California to Santa Fe, New Mexico. Routing, of course, is always made available in the middle of the website, and to give you a little idea of the route, an 865 nautical mile flight for everybody to enjoy, so make sure you pack plenty of snacks on this one. This brings us to the end of episode 6, May 2nd to May 8th. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Have a great day, everybody. See you up in the skies.